everyone, Dr. Sheniqua Johnson here, aka Sheniqua Inspires, and I am back with another 3 tips video. In this video, I am going to give you 3 tips to stay focused when life starts lifing. Oh, baby. You already know. You know the deal. You know the drill. When you get ready, you're geared up. You're ready to start that new course. You're ready to start that new job. Life always starts lifing. How can you remain focused through it all? Let me tell you a quick story. And before I do my story, you know I gotta drink my water. Because you know your girl's on a water challenge, and even if it means I gotta stop and drink my water during the video, this is my reminder, and it's your reminder too. You need to go get your water. Gotta stay hydrated. All right, so let me tell you a story. It was August 2018, and I was preparing to go to a personal development retreat in Mexico. I had saved my money and I had invested in me. I was going to this retreat and I was going to fellowship with my personal development coach, and I was also going to fellowship with some like-minded individuals. So if you watched the last video on the 3 tips on getting to your next level, I talked about the importance of surrounding yourself with high achievers. So everyone that was at this event was going to be high achievers, basically. We were all with the same purpose. We wanted to spend time with our personal development coach, and we were ready to go to that next level. So I was preparing for this trip that I had invested in, and I invested good money. So I was ready, I was packed, and I was ready to go. But also, during the time of this trip, it just so happened that your girl decided to go back to school. So I was in graduate school and I was going for my doctorate's degree. And I realized that school was getting ready to start. This was going to be my first semester. School was getting ready to start right at the same time as I had already had this trip planned for months. So being the efficient individual that I am, or at least I try to be, I pretend to be, I play one on TV, I went and I photocopied all the pages in my books because I didn't want to take all these books with me. So I photocopied, I went to the library, I photocopied all of these pages, stapled them together. I made sure I had my highlighters, I had my notepads, and I was committing myself to doing this work. So as I was prepared to go to sunny Mexico, and I was committed to get my schoolwork done while I was on my personal development retreat, getting some business info, getting some personal development info in. I was living my best life. And then as I was en route to the airport, life started showing its whole entire beep. So life started lifing. Fast forward through, I ended up in the hospital for about 6-7 days, watching my niece, my beautiful namesake, take her last breath. So what happened? I never made it on the trip, never made it to Mexico. I ended up dropping out of school because my focus was now no longer on my coursework and getting my doctorate degree, but it was about holding on to my sanity. It was holding myself up from slipping into a deep depression after the demise of my baby girl. So life happens. And in fact, anytime you feel like you've got a clear plan, you could probably almost expect life to life. But how do you focus in the midst of all of that? So today I'm going to bring you 3 tips that is going to help you to focus when life starts lifing. You ready? Get your pen, get your paper, sip your water. Because you know your girl's doing a water challenge, right? And let's do this. The first tip on how to focus when life is lifing is prioritize. One of my coaches, she's big on teaching us, advising us about priorities. And we know we have a to-do list, right? It's the things that we need to get done. But when you're developing that list, you should probably break it down into subsections where you have it as these are the non-negotiables. These are the things that have to get done today. Like no ifs, ands, buts about it. And maybe what you can do, if you've already written out your to-do list, maybe what you can do is you can put color code it, prioritizing it, like a triage. You know, I'm a nurse by nature, so what I think of is the ER and how they triage. Yes, you came in before so-and-so, but you came in because you twisted your ankle. Somebody else is here because they can't breathe. So when you have your to-do list, you want to make certain that you prioritize it. So you want to have your non-negotiable, like these are the things that before you close your eyes today must get done. And then you have the section of the things that, you know what, it would be really, really great. It would be really, really productive day if you got these things done. But you know what, if by chance life starts lifing and you don't get them done, it's not the end of the world. And then you can have the things on the list that say, you know what? Hey, if the wind blows the right way and I just so happen to do this task, then hot dog, I'm doing the darn thing and it's a good look. When you prioritize your list in that way, you give yourself grace and you are a little bit more fluid for if life starts to happen. So this way you can exert your time, your effort, and energy on the things that are a must. And then once you've completed that must-do list, then all of the extras are a bonus. So your first tip is to prioritize and try your very best to simplify your task. Make certain it's clear, it's concise, it's not overly generalized, so that way you can get it done. So for example, when I'm doing these videos, I write a note. Like I don't just get on here and wing it. I literally have notes in front of me that has the 1, 2, 3 tips so that I can boom, boom, boom. I don't just say to myself, okay, today I want to record a video on 3 tips and I have no clue as to what we're going to talk about. We're just going to hit the red button and hope for the best. No, I've got to be very, very strategic about it. So your first tip is to prioritize and simplify your task. Number 2, you got to create a plan. Create a routine that is flexible. Woo, woo, woo. I was doing a little Caribbean Zumba today, and man, I didn't realize how unflexible your girl was. But you know what? The more I do it, the more I flex and I shake and I twerk and I do all of the movements, the better my body is going to get. So the way I am today and my flexibility, okay, it ain't that great. But after a month of doing it, look out, your girl's gonna be real, real flexible. So create a flexible routine. I am so grateful as an entrepreneur, my day is very flexible. So if something happens, if my young men need me, I can shift my day. And it's not the end all, be all. So create a routine that adds that fluidness to it, that adds that flair of flexibility. So if you have to go take mom to the pharmacy or pick her up from the doctor's appointment, it's not going to make or break your day. But that takes work. To really know what it is that you must do. That was number one. To know what it is that you're actually working on so that you can prepare for the what ifs. We're here, especially here in New York City. The kids are getting ready to go back to school. I know many other states, the kids have already started. They're already, driving you crazy. But here in New York City, the kids are preparing to go back to school. One of the things that I used to dread was when they would come home with homework for me. And when you got more than one kid, that means more than one homework that you have to do. So now you got to fill out these blue emergency contact forms. And like I said, if you got multiple kids, you're doing it multiple times. But what that blue emergency contact form does is it helps you to be flexible, right? It's a prime example of flexibility. Sure, your intentions are to get Shorty to school, and they gonna be at school for the 6 hours, and then you gonna see them at 2 p.m. That's it. You're building your work day based off of that. But guess what? What if they get sick? What if they get injured at gym? What if you're in the middle of something and you can't get away? What's your flexibility plan? We call it the emergency card, but it really is the flexibility card. Who's going to pitch in? Who's going to step in? So maybe you can't drop your work day to take mom to the doctor's appointment, but maybe you can call somebody else and they can. So you want to try your best to create a flexible routine. Recap. First tip, because we're giving you 3 tips on how to stay focused when life starts lifing. The first one was prioritize and simplify your tasks. The second one is to create a flexible routine. And the third one, baby, please, this one has got to be the most important one. You need to practice mindfulness and grounding techniques. Because if any little glitch happens, you fly off the hinges. Oh, it's the end of the world. Oh, it's the end of society. No, it's just a occurrence. And with life, we know life is gonna life. You have to learn how to take control of your environment and not let your environment take control over you. You're just having a bad moment. It is not the destruction of life. So we've got to be able to differentiate between an instance, an occurrence, and an all-out war. But when you practice mindfulness, when you practice grounding yourself, when you practice that self-control, that even if all hell is breaking loose around you, you will not be moved. So even if the phone starts ringing and this one needs you over here, and at the same time that one needs you over there, and at the same time this is falling apart, you remain in the presence. You remain cool, calm, and collected. You relax, release. And then you're able to stay focused when life starts life-in. I hope that this video was helpful for you. And maybe life is not life-in right now. Save this video, because once life starts life-in, you might even forget all of these tips. So it's good to write them down, put them on sticky notes, so the minute life starts showing its whole beep, you are already guarded up, you're already geared up, and you know all of the steps that is going to help you to remain focused. I hope you all have enjoyed these videos. If this is your first time, you got a boatload of videos to catch up on. Make certain that you are subscribing to my YouTube channel, Sheniqua Inspires. Put your comments below. Let me know your feedback, your thoughts. Let me know if there's anything else that you would like me to give 3 tips on. And I am here and I will try my best to serve that to you. But until then, stay connected with me. I'm on all social media platforms, Sheniqua Inspires, and you can check out my website that has those courses that'll help you with your next level. You know, you got to go back and check out that video. But they're on my website, www.sheniquainspires.com. That's SHENIQUA Inspires.com. Until next time, I will see you all again soon. You be blessed. Hi everyone, Dr. Sheniqua Johnson here, aka Sheniqua Inspires. I warmly extend an invitation to each of you to explore my website, SheniquaInspires.com. Here, you can discover a wealth of inspiration through my books, or whether you're seeking to unlock your peak potential with my personalized accountability coaching, or searching for an inspirational speaker for your next event. I'm here to assist you. Let's connect and discuss how we can work together to achieve your goals. Goodbye for now.